Hi guys, I hope you can see me okay in today's video. This is going to be my week, oh goodness, 21 update. So I've had my top braces on for 21 weeks, exactly today, and I've had my bottom braces on for exactly 9 weeks today. I have been doing okay. I haven't had any really significant changes, I don't think, just in the last 3 weeks since I've had been updating you guys, but I have noticed one new change, and I'll mention that here in just a little bit. The only thing that has been bothering me within the last week, because everything was fine, but then all of a sudden whenever I was eating, I noticed my bottom back premolars were very tender and sensitive when chewing. Even whenever I would take my tongue and I would kind of press it against the edges of my premolars, they were a little bit sensitive and sore. Today, they're not. I guess things were just kind of loosening up a little bit and adjusting and getting into their positions, and maybe that's calmed down now because things have settled. But overall, that's really the only painful issue I've had just since I've had my bottom braces on. I do go next week on Wednesday for my very first dental cleaning since having braces. That's a little exciting. I'm a little nervous though because I don't know what my actual dentist is gonna say. I don't know if he's gonna say, oh, we're gonna have to redo these fillings, or you may want to get those teeth pulled, or looks like you might have a cavity. Guys, I've been taking excellent care of my teeth more since having braces than I did before, so I'm really hoping I don't have cavities, and if I do, I'm hoping it's like the areas where my teeth were kind of like crisscrossed and overlapping where you couldn't actually see, but now things have moved and straightened out. Now you can see where my teeth used to sit on my other teeth, so I don't know if that could be abrasions or if it could be stain spots or cavities. I really don't know, but I have two that I will point out to my dentist and get his opinion and see what's going on with that. My appointment is next Wednesday on the 26th at 4 o'clock, so hopefully everything checks out good, because if everything does check out good, I get to get this filled out. And this is a dental reward certificate that I got from my orthodontist whenever I first went and got my braces put on. Basically, they will fill the top out with my name, and it just says I'm a patient of Reflections and participant in their patient rewards program, and I understand that patients earn points for attending regular hygiene appointments, having no cavities, and completing the recommended dental treatments. Returning this completed dental certificate at my next orthodontic appointment ensures that points will be added to my patient rewards card. Thank you for completing this certificate. So they will check mark dental cleaning and exam, no cavities if I have none, and recommended dental treatment completion, and then the dental hygienist or my dentist will fill it out. I don't remember exactly how many points I get for having this completed and no cavities, but basically my orthodontist has a rewards program and they offer the Brace Bucks card. I know of a few orthodontists that I've watched, other Braces Journey followers on here have mentioned that their ortho does the same thing, very similar to, you know, the way that you get your points and stuff, which is really fun, and it keeps you on top of things. So many different opportunities to collect points. I went over this in my very first video, which I will link up here in a little card for you guys to watch. But yeah, I explain it more in depth in that video, so you guys can check it out. But basically they just ask you if you brought your rewards card with you to your appointment when I go for my adjustments, and you get like 2 points for excellent oral hygiene, you get 2 points for being on time for your appointment, you get 1 point for brushing your teeth before you go back and have your adjustments. So many great things. 2 points for nothing broken or out of place. I'm up to 211 points. They also have contests on the Patient Hub reward. If you win, you get more points obviously, but just for participating you get 2 points. So you still get points rewarded to you even if you don't win anything. So that helps out. But I'm up to 211 points. I think I'm already at like a $20 gift card just since I've been in braces since February. So that's not bad. I'm hoping by the time I'm out of braces, maybe I'll be up to a $100 gift card. And I told my husband that I, and the kids can decide on what kind of gift card we want to do, because I would rather share the joy, you know, with my family than just for myself. I get a thrill out of that anyways. Or I could use that card as a giveaway when I get my braces off. That's an idea. Fun way to give back. My bands, when I went for my last adjustment, you know, I got the 3 colors, my kids' favorite colors, pink for Lily, green for Timothy, and blue for Caleb. I've noticed that my blues have gotten a little darker and the pinks are a little darker too. Could be due to my coffee, because I drink coffee every day. Since I have last updated you guys, I have started using the Colgate Optic White mouthwash. So I wonder if maybe that could be affecting the color of my bands. But I have noticed that down here where it was staying kind of yellow since using the Colgate Optic White mouthwash, it has helped clean that up a little bit. So I do like the fact that that has definitely been keeping my teeth a little bit whiter and cleaner feeling than before. I go back to see my orthodontist on August 16th at 3:30 that afternoon. That is on a Wednesday. I will probably have some adjustments done that day. I'm not gonna say for certain because I've only had one adjustment on the top since I've had my top braces since February, and I'm going into my 6th month next month in August. So one adjustment in 6 months seems a little sketchy to me, because I feel like, you know, maybe I could have had more adjustments and maybe there would have been more change, but I haven't noticed a lot of change in my top teeth. Obviously these side teeth have moved off and I've got a gap here, here, and here. If you guys can see, I had some gaps form and they are a little bit bigger than they were. So I'm sure by the end of my treatment they're going to have me do the power chain where it'll pull those gaps together. I don't know if my top teeth are supposed to be like exactly like this and then kind of curve. I don't know, but I feel like my top front should be like straight, and they're not. They're actually at kind of an arch still, whereas the bottom is more straight and then it kind of curves right in this area. But now up here at the top, the whole front just kind of curves. I don't know. I don't know if that is something that they may end up having to fix or correct by extracting some teeth to make room, which means if I have to have any teeth extracted, they're gonna have to pull my arch probably back, because I'm gonna have gaps to close up if they pull any teeth. I've already opened up my top arch so much, that's why I've got these gaps that have formed. But I've got a new gap that has formed and it's not on the top. It is down here at the bottom, right in the center of these 2 bottom middle teeth. But I'll include a picture in this video anyways, just so that you guys can see a close-up and a better picture. So at my 6-month mark is when my orthodontist mentioned if they would probably have to do any extractions or not. So I'm a little nervous about my orthodontist appointment next month. I don't know what they might say. I haven't mentioned anything about it. I wanted to, but then again, I'm like, maybe if I don't, they like won't think I need it. But they're the professionals. They're gonna know if I have to have it anyways. So I'm probably gonna mention it at my next appointment and see what they think. Just because if I have to have any extractions, I would rather get it done and over with. I've never had any teeth pulled except for one baby tooth whenever I was like super young. And that was so many years ago. And I remember that being a not the greatest experience. So thinking that I might have to have 4 like premolars pulled and possibly 4 wisdom teeth pulled kind of scares me a little bit. I was debating on doing this video for you guys today or just waiting until next week, because next week when I go for my dentist appointment, I was going to try to get some footage for you guys The only way I can do that is by sticking my phone on the side pocket in my purse, sitting my purse in the chair, which will be in front of me, and hoping that I will be not cropped out, because I'm not going to be able to see myself. But I got to thinking, you know what, if I do end up cropping myself out and the video just doesn't work out, then at least I got this update for you guys, and I can update you and let you know how the cleaning went and what the process was like and everything else. I kind of drew a little picture here for you guys, a little diagram. No, I don't have a pen. I was going to try to draw it on the back, but let me just fold this down here. So do you see right here how I drew these curves? So I'm wondering, is this how my top is supposed to be, where it's straight across and then it kind of comes to a curve around the sides? Or is the way my top is right now how it should be, which is a complete curve? There's nothing like straight. Whereas the bottom is kind of like straight and then it kind of curves, which obviously I'm only almost 6 months into treatment and I've still got another 6 to probably 9-10 months left to go. So wow, that don't really seem that long, but damn, that's crazy. It's hard to believe I've already been in braces almost half a year. That don't seem real. So yeah, this process is going by pretty quick. My bite is really, really good. I've noticed a difference in my bite just in the last couple weeks. I bite down, like if I go like this, everything looks lined up really nice. Can you guys see that? But I'm worried about like my top arch being too far out and me getting kind of like a horse face thing going on, if you guys see what I'm saying. Like how these kind of go out. I feel like they could come back more if I had some teeth pulled, which would make my top arch a little bit straighter instead of so much of a curve, which I know the arch wires that they put in, they're already at a curve, and that's how they want them to mold back as their original shape. 18 gauge wire on top, 14 gauge wire on the bottom. I think that, or sorry, 16 gauge wire on the bottom, 18 gauge wire on top. I went from a 14 gauge wire straight to an 18, skipped 16 for the top, and then that was when I had my first adjustment. And then I went from a 14 gauge wire on the bottom to a 16 gauge wire. So I didn't skip any gauges or anything. They went just straight up to the next arch wire. And I think that what they're trying to do, which I mentioned in my previous videos, but if you're just now coming across this video, I think what they're trying to do is get me up to par, where I got the same size arch wire on top and bottom. This way, when they do adjustments, I can probably get, you know, the top and bottom adjusted at the same time. I got a feeling though that I will probably end up getting the tops off or the bottoms off before one or the other, because I feel like my bottoms have made so much progress just in these 9 weeks versus the amount of progress that I've had in 21 weeks on top. I feel like my bottom has made much more progress in a short amount of time versus the top. But that could also be due to the fact that my bottoms were more crooked. This tooth right here was completely back, if you guys remember that, and it's completely forward. It's lined up with everything. So things are progressing. I feel like my tops are progressing a little bit slower, but that could be because I've only had one adjustment. So hopefully I will get those adjusted here soon, you know, maybe at my next visit. Or maybe they haven't adjusted the tops because they want to wait at my 6-month mark to see if I might have to have any extractions. I might be right. So they probably don't want to rush anything too far ahead, just in case, just to be on the safe side. But anyways, you guys, that is it for this video. If you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, because I plan to do a great giveaway for you guys coming up once I hit 2,000 subscribers. I am currently at 1,900, so just 100 subscribers away, you guys. So share, like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, post them down below. I love to interact with my viewers. And if you're just now watching this, tell me you just came across this video and tell me hi, and I would love to chat back with you. And you can also follow me on other social media links, which I will put in the description below this video. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.